Very intense air strikes. Maybe the people in Gaza say the biggest since the start of this war. About 450 targets were hit across the Gaza Strip, but the main focus of the strikes were northwest and southwest of Gaza, where the Israeli expanding its ground operation, and now they said they are in control of the coastal road, isolating Gaza completely. The airstrikes, according to the director of Shifaa Hospital, who I managed to speak to this morning after the communication were resumed, he said about 200 people were killed in those strikes overnight, and they were transported by people. They said people were carrying the dead bodies on the cart by donkeys and their own cars, because the communication were cut and people couldn't communicate with the ambulance services, and they said the hospital is overwhelmed by the number of bodies and the number of injuries. He expects the number to go up again, and he said it's now over 10,000 people have been killed. The strikes were not only in Gaza City, where the focus of the Israeli operation, but also in Deir al-Balah. It's the safe area where Israel asked 1.2 million people to come in, and we have about 67 people were killed overnight in 3 airstrikes in Deir al-Balah in the middle. It was a very, very tough night with the communication being suspended, mobile phones were off, and the internet in the entire Gaza Strip. Well, this morning communication were resumed, but still getting information very hard from the Gaza City. Verifying some of the information is very hard. Getting witnesses from the area is very hard. So we are struggling as a journalist to get any sort of credible information about the concerning the Shifaa Hospital. The director of the hospitals this morning, he said that we are called the UN to send a delegation inquiry to check the hospitals, because he said Israel is lying about having Hamas infrastructure in the hospital, and they said our hospitals are open for the UN and for the any international body who want to investigate. They are ready to open it. As he said, this is the Hamas-run director of the hospitals in Gaza, who was speaking this morning to journalists here in Khan Yunis in Nasser Hospital.